going on, everybody? All right, exciting night tonight. We have the mad scientist EVO here, and we're going to be doing two things to it today. One, we're going to be putting a 3-inch exhaust with a dual tip. That way it has a nice sound plus a little bit of added extra horsepower. And we are getting rid of the stock air box on the car, also to free up more air coming in so you can get it out, increase a little bit of power, and just have some sound too at the same time. So so it's an exciting night. It's late, it's dark, as you can see. But that doesn't stop us, right? Of course not. Us car guys work till 2-3 a.m. in the morning. So I'm gonna put a short sound clip of what it sounds like right now. I'm gonna rev it up just like I did on my Dart on the last video, and then afterwards we'll do a couple of pulls. There's plenty of videos out there anyway of like stock cars or stock Evos pulling, so I mean it's no reason for us to do that. But we will be doing it afterwards so you can see the difference of sound from inside the vehicle and going down the road. So check it out. Okay, so as you can see, this is not what a performance car should sound like. It sounds okay, but it's but it's not. So we're gonna fix that tonight. First thing is I am going to be working on the intake side first, let the exhaust cool off some before I get to work on it. Luckily it's been getting cooler out here, and it is cool in my building. I don't have the heat going, so that's just gonna cool down everything a lot quicker for me. It'll give me a chance to work on the front end and do all this while it cools off, so it's a win-win. So I'm going to show you a install of this. It may not be 100% detailed, but please bear with me. I'm going to have the mad scientist filming for me. He'll be holding the camera for once, and you can hear him in the background. So yeah, let's have some fun. Let's do it. First thing you want to do, and this is very easy, get the stock air filter out, which is not a difficult thing to do. Putting it in is the problem. Taking it out, it's not that bad. There you go, just that easy. I even did a handoff on the camera. You take these two out. This comes out from out here. There's a 10mm nut holding it in place right there. That's the only thing holding it in place other than these two little plastic clips. The air box on this side is pretty straightforward. You take these out. They're Torx bits. This is 10mm. You loosen this up and boom, it's out. So let's get to it. That. Set that aside. Let that loose. Take that other one on top off. You don't want to break the clips on these. And whenever you take that mass airflow sensor out, make sure you don't touch the insides because you can ruin it. The oils in your fingers can ruin it. You gotta do is twist it, take it off, and simply set it to the side. Just leave it there. The stock air box on this side, just wiggle it. It comes right out, as you can see. And there's a rubber clip on the bottom of this that comes out. Now these plastic ones can be a pain sometimes because you can't put any pressure downward, because you'll just keep turning and turning and turning and turning. But if you're careful enough, you can twist them out and hopefully you don't strip them. Just like that. Take that off. There you go. It's out. On to the next step. Alright, so the kit we are using today is the APEXi or Apex or APEX or however you want to pronounce it. I don't really care about pronunciations about things, but whatever. Anyway, so the kit we have is an APEXi air intake kit that takes care of the factory box. It's designed to increase flow. So let's take a look. I've already pre-opened the box, so I know what's in here. The gasket, very important. Keep a good seal. Comes with Japanese instructions, which I can't read, but I can look at pictures. Cone filter. The nice thing about this one is the fact that it has the bolts right here, and it's a very simple setup. You got your aluminum piece here, and good and solid. This is where your where your mass airflow sensor bolts up into. Okay, and this will simply go on here, like so. That gasket takes its spot right there between it, and you're good to go. Now this is a dry filter, by the way. It's not oiled, and which is important because if they're oiled, it'll mess up the mass airflow sensor, and you'll have to clean it periodically. So with that said, it's a good thing they didn't do that. They know better. Also comes with a heat shield, which is nice. And I believe it's stainless. If not, it's aluminum. In a second. Yeah, this is stainless. See the weld marks there? And so this will never rust. It'll last the lifetime of the vehicle, which hopefully it's a long time. You have your brackets that hold everything in place. Zip ties and hardware. So with all that said, let's go ahead and put it in. According to the instructions, going by the pictures, we've already done this step, this one, not this one. So according to the instructions, this bracket has to come out. This is where I like my power tools. Okay, so now that we have everything off, the bracket's gone. Gotta put this bracket back on for the intercooler holder, which is this one here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, you gotta save all your hardware so you're not missing anything. The good thing about kits is that they take everything into consideration. Alright, so you have that bolt in there. They supply you with the bolt, or nut I should say. Next thing we're going to put is this. All you do is just push that on. There you go. Now you don't want to tighten it down yet because you will have to maneuver it, twist, and adjust. Okay, so just put it on there for now. It is on there. It's just not secured yet. Okay, according to my mad Japanese skills, I told you guys something wrong. This one here goes on top of this. Now you can tighten it down and adjust accordingly. Let's get to the other one. So these 4 screws actually hold the intake box in place, and the 2 small ones are for the mass airflow sensor, which is nice that they provide you with new ones because the factory ones are made for plastic, and these are actually made for the aluminum. Alright, now the kit supplied us with new screws. You have to be careful because they are different lengths. 2 of them are longer than the other 2, and reason being is because they're going to hold the bracket in place, so they have to be a little bit longer. Want to get your gasket ready. Right through the back of that one. There you go. Go ahead and put your... You want to put even pressure all around as you put these on. You don't want to force it, because then you'll break the plastic, and we don't want to do that. Now the last step that you have to do is the wire itself. Alright, so this is what the finished product looks like. I had forgot to put the heat shield on. It's no big deal. Just put it on from right here. Okay. And good and solid. Zip tie, hold it in place, make it look good and neat. Zip tie down here, and it's got enough flex for engine movement. So the exhaust is next. Okay, so this is the exhaust. The exhaust is from Stainless Works, and I have it partially put together here. Of course, it's just to check and make sure all the parts are in. It's a 3-inch exhaust. It should have some good sound. Now let's go ahead and lift up the back end of the car and get to work on it. Alright everyone, so this whole exhaust piece has to come out. We're not too sure about the catalytic converter. I don't have a spark plug non-fouler, and without it, the check engine light will be on. So until we get to that point, we'll just start here. So easiest way to get this off is to put some oil right here. Put some oil, and it should slip right off. But first you want to take these out, and then once it drops, you can push it back and it should slide right out. Sometimes these can be a pain in the butt, but we'll just have to see. So let's get to it. All you're doing is just putting a little drop, just enough to get it wet. That way the rubber slides right out. Okay. It should be as simple as pushing this back. Alright, now once this is off, you still have to reuse these. for the new hangers. But again, just like the other one, in order to make it easier to come off. That's one. That's the other. Just goes right on there for the new one. Just like that. Now the reason I don't do it with my hands is because if it slips, you can skin yourself. That's no fun. So there it is. So let's get on over to the next part. Let's take it out. All right, we gotta take this piece out, which has a resonator right there. And these can be on there really tight sometimes. So after you take that loose, you have to undo the side bracket, which actually on the EVOs it's just the bolt that holds it in place, which I don't have the size wrench for it here at my disposal. But it's a 12 millimeter. You loosen that up, this drops, and I just got to go up front and loosen up the cap from up there. And it will have a check engine light tonight, but we'll go to the store and buy a couple of items, and then we'll get rid of that check engine light, even though the cat's not there. And then we'll be good. So let's get on to taking this piece out, and we'll be good to go. All right, everyone. So I didn't show the whole install on this one. I'm sure there's videos out there, and I've seen them myself about exhaust installs on these, but I am going to show you underneath the car what it looks like. I still have to tighten everything down. Right now it's just everything's just in there loose. That way I could adjust from the front to the back. That way everything is in line. So check it out. So I got a split exhaust on the back, and got rid of the cat, so it's all 3-inch. Before we start the car, we're gonna wipe it down because we don't want to stain the metal. So there it is, no cat. There's an O2 sensor on this side, all the way back, and out. So it will definitely have some sound to it. Now we just tighten it down and start it up, do a couple revs for you guys so you can hear the difference, and take it down the road. Need your key, dude. Oh. Bloopers. Tell me when you're ready back.
It's good.
Rev it, we gotta let it warm up and let the computer learn the new airflow that it's got going through it. It's a definite difference, for sure. Had enough time to learn itself. I'm gonna give it a couple of revs. raise my voice, you can definitely 110% tell a difference in power. You can actually hear the exhaust backfire a lot, and I'm sure it's spitting out some flames now. Like I said, it definitely made a huge difference on the way the car accelerates. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know it's a little different, a little special. I hope you guys like the improvement in the EVO. And we'll see you next time for more car videos, more upgrades on the EVO, the CRX, the darts, and the soon to come videos of the Civic HF of Victor. And like and subscribe. See you next time. See you.